The Dayton Flyers take on Miami, 12 o'clock Eastern tip-off. Miami's -6, totals 134.5. We're hitting at 69% our last 16 college basketball tier package picks on BrockPage.com. And the good news is we have another college basketball tier package pick going off here today. We currently have over 995 members who are signed up and active on that site. And if you want to see which one of these free YouTube picks on my channel that I'm actually betting on personally, there's only one way to do that, and that's to sign up for a membership on my website at BrockPage.com. Miami's won their last two straight, 3-1 straight up overall for the season. The Canes are averaging 80 points a game. And they're also scoring 43 second-half points a game as well. Cameron McGusty is scoring 19 points per contest. 6 rebounds, 2 assists for the guard. Meanwhile, Isaiah Wong is scoring 16 points a game himself, along with 4 rebounds. They're taking on a Dayton team who lost their last 3 straight, and they failed to cover the number in all 4 of their ball games for the entire season. The Flyers are having significant problems scoring-wise. They're averaging only 65 points a game, and they're shooting a piddly 22% from beyond the arc. The Flyers are also struggling to rebound the ball offensively. Meanwhile, defensively on the other end of the court, the Flyers have struggled there as well. Dayton's allowing their opponents to make 41% of their three-pointers against them. When it comes to the total in this one, Dayton's last 2 straight got over the number. Meanwhile, Miami saw 2 out of their last 3 get over the total themselves. I'm going to lean toward Miami -6. Over 134.5. Next ball game, it is going to be Michigan State, Uconn, 12 o'clock East. Uconn's -2.5, totals 138. And as good as the Huskies have been this season, they did fail to cover in 2 out of their last 4 ball games. Failures to cover against the likes of Binghamton and Coppin State. They're taking on a Michigan State team who won their last 4 straight, with marquee wins over the likes of Loyola, Chicago, and Butler. Sparty also went 3-1 against the number in those 4 victories. The Spartans are doing a real nice job rebounding the basketball offensively. Gabe Brown is scoring 13 points a game along with 3 rebounds. Meanwhile, Marcus Bingham is scoring 12 points a game himself along with 8 boards. Meanwhile, defensively, Sparty's allowing only 61 points a game, and they're also holding their opponents to just 35% shooting from the field. Now, total-wise, the Spartans saw their contest with Eastern Michigan a few days ago get over the posted number. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, Uconn's last 2 straight got over the line themselves. I'm going to lean toward Michigan State +2.5 over 138. Next ball game, it is going to be Loyola Chicago versus Auburn, 2:30 p.m. Eastern start time. Auburn's -3, totals 145.5. Now defensively, Auburn's allowing 72 points a game, and they're letting their opponents make 38% of their three-pointers against them. Meanwhile, offensively, they're connecting on just 32% of their 3 balls as well. The Tigers have failed to cover the number in their last 2 straight. They're taking on a Ramblers team who's having a little problem scoring. Loyola's in the top 20 in offensive field goal percentage. They're also averaging 85 points a game. Ryan Schweiger scoring over 12.5 points a night, 50% shooting from beyond the arc. Meanwhile, Aher Ugwak is averaging 12 points a game himself, 7 of 9 from 3 land as well. The Ramblers are drilling 44% of their 3 balls as a team. When it comes to the number in this one, Loyola's 4-1 of the over for the entire season. Meanwhile, 2 out of Auburn's last 3 got over the line themselves. I'm going to lean toward Loyola Chicago +3 over 145.5. Next matchup, it is going to be Maryland versus Richmond, 7 o'clock Eastern start time. Maryland's -2, numbers 139.5. Maryland's failed to cover in their last 2 straight, 1-4 against the spread overall for the season. The Terps are shooting just 25% from beyond the arc. They're taking on a Richmond team who's 3-0 against the number in their last 3 straight, 41% shooting from downtown. Tyler Burton scoring nearly 20 points a game along with 7 rebounds. Burton's also drilling 59% of his three-pointers. Meanwhile, Grant Golden's averaging over 17.5 points a game himself, 6 rebounds, 3 assists for the senior. Golden's also hit 7 of 14 from beyond the arc as well. The Spiders are averaging 40 first-half points a game. When it comes to the total in this one, Richmond saw 3 out of their last 4 get over the posted number. I'm going to lean toward Richmond +2 over 139.5. Next and final matchup for the show, it is going to be Syracuse versus Arizona State, 7:30 Eastern tip-off. Syracuse is -2, totals 141.5. Now, Syracuse is averaging 78 points a game, and they're shooting 83% from the foul line. They're in the top 15 in the country in offensive free throw percentage. Buddy Boeheim is averaging 20 points a game, 3 rebounds, 3 assists for the guard. Boeheim's also making over 94% of his free throws. Meanwhile, Joseph Girard is scoring 16 points a game along with 3 rebounds, 5 assists. Girard's 15 of 21 from 3 land as well. Syracuse is scoring 39 first-half points a game. They're taking on an Arizona State team who lost their last 2 straight, 1-4 ATS overall for the season. The Sun Devils are averaging only 67 points a game. They're also shooting just 31% from beyond the arc. Now, total-wise, 2 out of Syracuse's last 4 got over the line. I'm going to lean towards Syracuse -2 over 141.5. And with that, guys, now it's time for our quick pick recap, powered to you by my website at brockpage.com, where we are hitting at 69% in our last 16 college basketball tier package picks. I like Miami -6 over 134.5, Michigan State +2.5 over 138, Loyola Chicago's +3 over 145.5, Richmond +2 over 139 and a hook. Before I give you my next and final free pick for the video, one final reminder that, once again, we are hitting at 69% in our last 16 college basketball tier package picks on brockpage.com. I'm going to lean towards Syracuse -2 over 141.5. And with that, guys, now it's time for our shout-out of the day. And that's going to go to Marie Sanchez, who said earlier this morning, N. Not a word, not just the letter, N. Well, thank you for the comment there, Marie. And with that, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on brockpage.com. If you guys end up getting a membership here today on my website, just keep in mind you're going to get billed the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. So if you do end up getting a membership here today on brockpage.com, you're going to get access to that content all the way through the end of November. I always tell folks in every single video, the earlier in the month you sign up, the better. But most importantly, guys, got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. What I am going to do, guys, is I'm going to include the entire slate of college basketball games in the written quick pick recap in the comment section and the description section. I don't have time to give a breakdown because the games are about to start, so I'll include those leans in the comment section and description section below. But anyway, guys, happy Thursday to you. Happy Thanksgiving to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at brockpage.com.